You were deceived. Only one Kenobi here, only one. And the brilliant character Darth Malgus here. This is VC96, I believe. Yes, it is, of the Quickshot series. Great character, great figure. If you haven't seen the Old Republic trailer and you are new to Star Wars, or maybe you've known about Star Wars for years, go and check out that trailer. Brilliant. And it's the kind of thing that was, there's a lot of discussion now about Disney and should they be going back into the Old Republic and, pre-Battle of Yavin, and so they should. But that trailer really does inspire you or make you want to see more. And this is an awesome, inspiring Sith Lord that I love collecting Sith. There's nothing better than having a load of Sith figures together, all with their red lightsabers out, black and red, and he's brilliant in your collection. Fantastic. Great figure, great cardback. Awesome. Something about the EU as well, it's kind of like a little bit culty now, isn't it, really? It's gone. It's now Legends or whatever, but, there's it's a huge playing field. Video games, novels or whatever, and characters as good as this come out of that whole vault. There he is in the bubble. It's funny how vintage collection figures, when they're all packed in there, he looks all right there, but he's just... he's packed in, isn't he? Because he's a beefy guy. But a bit like the Darth Maul, you see. He looks all right, but it's a bit claustrophobic. But man, let him loose and look how good he is. The figure, funnily enough, when I was just talking about it in my Luke video, this would be an ultimate, unbelievable figure if those hips were ball jointed, but they're not, which is a shame. It's not the end of the world because, really, you can just get him in one pose like that, stance as good as that, and then job done. But if he had those ball jointed hips, he could really get more powerful postures going. I think at the minute I've got him on 2 peg holes, which means that his hips are under stress. They're stretching a bit. You can feel the tension. But anyway, it's brilliant. I've heard someone saying about the design of Darth Malgus. They almost suggested that this is a concept of how Darth Vader would look. But, Darth Vader is Darth Vader, and I wouldn't change how he looked for the world. But yeah, I can understand what they're suggesting. Vader without his helmet would potentially look like this. Or if Vader went for a different looking kind of life support system. Obviously this guy, and many Sith do have life support systems. It's interesting because they get themselves into so much bother, should we say, that I think that's the situation. Even Darth Plagueis had some sort of something happened to his jaw. Certainly something happened to Malik. And then you look at Kylo Ren. Gets himself in the thick of a battle, bested by a girl who'd never held a lightsaber. How's your wound? Well, that was the first of wounds. And speaking of wounds, no one got more wounded than Vader. Darth Vader, getting burnt as he was. Anyway, so there's the back of the card, and ladies and gentlemen, there was nothing to see. I think the back of this card is the same as, the previous card, which is this. It's this, I think it's 14 back. You just see the rest of the line. You don't get no history lesson, unfortunately. So there's nothing to see. I like those ones when you got the history lesson. That's all I can say. Other than Malgus is a brilliant character. It's a brilliant figure. It's right up there with my favourite Sith. Purely based on the fact that I'm sold on how good he was in that trailer, and there's not really much more I can say other than I'll give you another look at the card in hopefully 1080p unpunched card as well. Look at that, can't beat that. Gone for an orange back there, which suits the environment that's behind him. It's almost like a Mustafar look to it, hasn't it? Like a foundry or something. Lots of Sith have that yellow backplate, but no, the orange works perfectly for him. And then with regards to the design of the cardback, because we know he's from a video game, you get that video CGI look, and it works for him, in my opinion, perfectly. Another good figure in this line is Starkiller. He's coming up. I wished he was canon, man. He's not. I wish all these guys could get seeped into canon. I'm sure they will. If they had if they have any sense, which they do have sense, Disney, you know, look at the success of The Mandalorian. Somebody in that company knows what they're doing. Please don't write off the success of Rogue One. Even Solo had good aspects. A lot of people are saying Disney Star Wars is crap. I do not believe that. There's been a few funny decisions made, but overall, I think they're doing a really good job. And if they have got any sense, they will, you know, feed off these characters and the stories behind them, and make some great series or films or whatever. But there he is one more time. He's got his back to us. That's the end of it now, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give you one final look at his face. Brilliant detail again, isn't it? His shoulder blades might be a bit dusty. That's because he's been out on display for a while on my wall of Sith. Check that video out if you'd like to see it. I'll just mount what am I doing? Lighting's not been so great on that video, ladies and gentlemen. The wall of Sith, I'll just mount the camera and I'll show you a shot of that now. The wall of Sith is just my Sith collection. It's actually being disassembled right now because I'm in the process of moving house, but I will do that again when I move, and check it out in the meantime. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only One. Out.